The thoughts, the plots, the insinuations, the indications. Are they everything? Are they nothing? You're only going to hear them on Akshay Something. Akshay Sumthin. Akshay Sumthin. Why do you have to cough?
It wasn't premeditated कि अभी तू बोल रहा है तो अभी मैं.
Nothing is premeditated, is it?
It's even more important that we start off before you go off in your own direction with your own set of tangents. कल रात को अक्षय, and it's very important अभी तो अपना फ़ोन छोड़ के you pay attention to this because it's very important for our listeners to know कि तूने कल रात को क्या किया. कल रात को 1:30 AM थे तेरे बीच ज़ेलेंस्की और पुतिन के बीच में क्या बात हुई?
Well, we first decided with calling Macron to be India's guest for Republic Day, and they were like, why you have to call biscuits? I mean, call proper presidents. And then I had to tell them, I'm sorry, your French is not good, people. He's actually a live person. And, छोटे में बच्चे बोला करते थे, टीचर मैं बोलो कि आपसे शादी कर लूँगा. बहुत बच्चे बोलते रहे, लेकिन मैक्रोन ने प्रॉमिस पूरा किया. So I really want to applaud him for that. He's coming with his teacher. And ideally he should have come on Teachers' Day, but he's coming on the Republic Day.
We actually don't know if he never came on the Teachers' Day, especially on the teacher.
We don't know. I think after whatever he has done, which is so inexplicable from the Indian moral standards, I don't think so they would be celebrating Teachers' Day in France anymore. Yeah. So anyway, the Macron is coming, and I love his name already so much. Macron is one of the most costliest desserts in Bombay Zomato. These are biscuits made of almond flour with sugar, with the cream filled inside.
Actually, you cannot silence your phone during your own podcast.
Apologies. Moving on. So, the Macron is coming. The Macron is coming. Macron. I don't know, I'm so excited about Macron. It's maybe like, इस बार जो तमिलनाडु की झांकी होगी ना, उन्हें पुडुचेरी में मैक्रून बनते हुए दिखाना चाहिए. Just in the honor of the man. I'm sure he must have got, I don't know, I don't reach French Google, but I'm sure his surname must have got something to do with one of his grandfathers being a macaroon maker. A baker.
I don't even know, bother to ask why. क्यों तू ज़ेलेंस्की पुतिन के कॉन्वर्सेशन शुरू किया तूने उनके साथ जो भी बात हुई थी and you just went on this and बिना where did Tamil Nadu came from? What does Tamil Nadu has anything to do with Macron, his
Did you
wife,
not know Tamil Nadu was a French
and the
colony?
conflict in Ukraine? Sorry?
Tamil Nadu was a French colony.
Oh.
A part of Tamil Nadu, but I would say rather all of them were the French colony. Yeah.
It wasn't obvious.
It never is. I still can't believe. After French left, this is what these people do. Seriously, I mean the best.
We do intend on broadcasting this, so अभी ऐसे act मत करना कि you're drinking.
No, I'm not acting as if I'm drinking, but seriously, after years of living under French people, all you can come up with idli vada variations now, huh? उसमें भी spice डालने के लिए हमको उसमें तंदूरी मसाला डालना पड़ा पंजाब में.
You just had South Indian food this morning, right?
I know.
What are you cribbing about?
The South Indian food.
No, but you only had it because you like it, right?
Well, I had it because I needed nutrition. That doesn't mean I like the things that give me nutrition.
Okay. Yeah.
Having said that, Zelensky and Putin are, I don't know, they're just behaving like, two cousins who never did well on the Christmas Eve together. Like, probably, yeah, I mean, like, Putin is having his own issues. He thinks that I've got a bigger plot. And Zelensky is like, I've got better friends. So one person says,
nobody has a better cousin's Christmas story than us.
Oh God. Yeah, that is so true. But then we are not Zelenskys and the Putins, and plus we don't talk to most of our cousins right now. So in that way, I think we are Brussels. Nowhere to be seen, nowhere to be, like, we don't create any troubles. Brussels country capital hai.
Leave it be. But there are troubles all the time in Brussels.
Brussels is the capital of Bulgaria.
It's Brussels, it's in Belgium. But anyways. Continue.
Brussels is in Belgium.
It's not shh. Control your shh. Sean Connery.
Belgium. Belgium. What do you want to eat? Some Belgium with capsicum?
You're doing that.
No, I want chutney in Belgium.
ये उसकी आवाज है.
Belgium.
No, that
Who?
lady.
Who lady?
जो influencer.
Belgium?
No, I think.
Brussels?
What's her name?
What's her name? Belgium.
Auntie. Some
Who
auntie.
auntie?
I don't know. Some auntie. I don't follow these things, but I know of her.
Have you done her?
No.
Have you
what
watched
the
her?
fuck?
How do you know some auntie but I don't know the auntie?
No, I know जो तू आवाज निकाल रहा है उसका वो shorts and memes are all
I
over the
speak
place.
more highly of the restaurants I go to whose name I don't remember because the food was very blah. Having said that, this coffee is nice actually. I don't know how you drink that garbage called decaf. Actually, I don't know if decaf is garbage, but I watch Office and everybody in Office hates decaf, so I think it's a moral duty for me to hate decaf too.
I don't know what to say to that actually. If you decide
Unimpressionable.
it's how you taste. It's about your mood. How you decide that upon the basis of you watch the show and some moral thing. I don't know even how to react to that. ठीक है होगा fine whatever आगे बढ़. क्या बोल रहा था? Why are we recording this podcast? You brought us here.
Yeah,
So
I did.
Did you have something in your mind?
Yes, of course I do.
What exactly besides Macron, South Indian food, and I don't know what.
I think it's about the collective conscious which India is missing right now.
Oh my God! Please continue.
I see two sides of India on my Instagram.
Okay.
One side which is celebrating the Ram Janambhoomi post.
Is that still on?
Oh my god, people are just not over it. Now they're finding conflicts, random conflicts where Muslims are getting beaten up and putting those posts and saying this is what exactly we were fearing.
Dude, you are coloring this podcast, like with a very, very, very...
I'm just stating the facts which is happening on
I'm
Instagram.
just
I'm not creating... These are not my stories.
I understand, but I'm just letting you know this is a very hard right that you're taking right now. And maybe we won't find another U-turn.
I don't believe in taking U-turns, but I want to take first a
Do you
right,
even know
then
how
a
to
left,
drive?
and then right again, and then left again. That becomes a O-turn, not a U-turn. I come back to the same point. Having said that, and that's how my podcast will come back to the same point, which I don't know what it was in the beginning, probably you do. But yesterday only I saw Sania Mirza on a tennis show, and she was looking absolutely non-Muslim. Very confident.
What the fuck?
Wearing red color. She wasn't even upset about a divorce, and she's talking about tennis and nothing else. So if Sania Mirza can do that, why can't other people?
This is what I mean when I say to everyone that there is no interlocutor between your brain and your mouth. You just say things. Akshay, this is... if this goes anywhere, this fucking podcast, which by the way no one is listening to, if it at all goes anywhere, you can't say things like that.
What, that Sania Mirza was looking very
No,
non-Muslim?
you can't comment on people's personal choices like that. Yeah.
I'm appreciating her. Can't I appreciate it in my podcast?
You're not appreciating her, you're using her as a reference to talk down to other people.
I think you're just making me sound like the Hindutva groups in the 1980s.
Exactly.
Who
And
use
you're the
Shadano.
last person to sound like them.
Okay.
So why are you sounding like them?
Maybe because it's Brahaspativar and I'm wearing yellow
Sorry,
color.
what?
It's Brahaspati. I was saying it in French accent, Brahaspati. They can't say Rana. It's Brahaspativar and I'm wearing the yellow color.
They can say raw.
They can't say Ra. They can't say French.
They roll
say
it.
Fran.
They roll it.
Fran.
They
Fran
roll
quoi?
it. They have a very complicated relationship with...
हमारा से इडली के कुकरों की सीटियाँ होती है जितने में बार वो यस बोल देते हैं.
Can I make a confession here?
Please do.
First time I heard the word Hindutva,
Yeah.
I thought it was French.
Hindutva. Oh.
Like Francois.
Francois. Bourgeois.
Ititwa.
Ititwa.
Yeah.
Kamasa, bourgeois, Hindutva. That makes sense, actually.
That's what I thought. I'm that dumb.
But I think the word Hindutva also is a very colonial construct, I think. Hindutva, there's no mention of Hindutva in the Veda and the Upanishads, right? I haven't read them, but you would know. You haven't read them either.
The word Hindu is not in any of our scriptures.
Look at that. So, I mean, the very construction is very colonial. The Britishers said Hindu, and then it turns into Hindu.
It's not like that.
I feel so betrayed sometimes. I mean, like, who am I? I'm a person. I belong to a community who A, hasn't been named by its own people. It's been named by some Britishers and then by some Pashtun or Persian nonsense people who cannot pronounce her. So they call it Hindu. And then it become Hindu and then Hindu. Yeah, so these are the people who have kind of named us. Okay, we haven't named ourselves. And now they are using the name given by them to demonize us? What the fuck is going on in their lives?
There are differences, you need to
I mean, if you're from Persia, I call you
you need to
Persia, right?
classify some things. We were naming ourselves for the longest time. Labels is a different thing.
What were we calling ourselves before the Britishers started calling us Hindu?
Well, we did not believe in labels as such, you know.
We had a very, I think, very Spanish name. Like Santana, we are Sanatanis. Yeah, we had a very Spanish name. And I think Spain is very Hindu that ways. Before Christ came, of course, it was a Hindu country.
मंदिर वहीं बनाऊंगा मैं, घर नहीं जाऊंगा मैं.
Hola, hola. See?
Yeah. Anyways, Ram Madrid और बता.
Bum Bum Bhole also, I think, has some Spanish roots. Because
It's
Bhole and
okay.
Ole sounds very similar.
It's getting, समझ लिया कर कहाँ तेरा खत्म होने लगी अब देखो. No, on to the next step.
So I was talking about the two Indias that I see on my Instagram, and that doesn't feel very nice. One Instagram is celebrating, well, they're being happy about whatever is happening. Other Instagram is feeling worried about nothing. And I have really, I mean, people are free to express themselves, of course, like, people are free to say that they want pineapple on pizza. But that doesn't mean that you can be sorry about the good things on the day they're being celebrated. I mean, can't we be collectively happy about something? Even on the Republic Day, I'm sure some people would be not feeling happy that we got a constitution, but they would be just happy about the fact that, like, we are sharing the picture of the constitution, which is being torn apart by the Hindutva groups. I mean, what is wrong with these people, Abhay?
See, nothing that you just said registered with me after when you said I am seeing two Indias. Why are you seeing India at all? Internet doesn't have any boundaries anymore. I don't understand why would you associate yourself with these labels of this in India, that India.
I try to
Whatever.
rationalize it with one simple point. I have a body
No.
which is outgrowing its size, and my body is everywhere.
Help me understand this. What are your interests? Which online तो क्या देखता है, क्या पसंद करता है? What do you follow online?
I mostly follow. Good question. I'm feeling a little embarrassed to share, but I mostly follow the videos which nobody wants to watch on internet or other people completely.
Pretty vague. Classified. कुछ labels which you hate, वो दे.
I like the fake Dharam Gurus videos like Rajam
Why?
and Ram Rahim. I find them very funny. They are funny people. They're very interesting to talk to. I mean,
No, but that's
they've achieved something which I haven't. They have followers. They have people who love them for who they are
okay.
or who they
But-
pretend to be.
Okay, fine. So these are, I don't even know what to call them. क्या होते हैं? Influencer कहते हैं इनको, क्या बोलेंगे?
Dharam Guru.
Whatever. XYZ viral people. तेरे कोई दोस्त वगैरह, whoever I've seen within your gentry, even within your family, my parents, our parents, क्या बोलते हैं, both of us, I mean, certainly not both of us, but कोई और तेरे अलावा ये नहीं देख रहा है चीज़ें. So where are you getting this from? And why are you attracted to these people online?
There is something about them which is very gluey.
No, but you had a very liberal arts education. You act dumb a lot of times, but you know a lot about a very broad spectrum of things. So why are you like, what do you care कौन सा इंडिया क्या कर रहा है? I thought you would be like, जो तू ये करता रहता है, खाने वाने की चीज़ें देख रहा होगा या कैट वीडियोस देख रहा होगा, something, या फिर कोई भी जो लेटेस्ट फैड्स होते हैं. Why are you attracted to these nonsensical people?
That was a thinking pause.
I understand.
And I'm going to speak. That was a sip of refreshment before I speak. I like these people because these people tell me about a reality which is real but not mine. Does that make sense?
Not at all.
So, at the time when I'm being pulled in thousand directions with my thought, there are people who are just able to channelize a bunch of other people by saying a few words, by following a certain sect, by doing something which is absolutely ridiculous to one set of people, but it's very meaningful to the other set of people. And I think I love to oscillate between this duality. of real people, real problem, real people, fictitious problem, no issue. So it's basically like, I just want to idle away. I just want to go into the world. It's almost like, intergalactical movement on my part. My galaxy is where I am fat, partially unemployed, dealing with some health issues, figuring out what my lunch would be while thinking about my dinner already. And at the same time, there is a man who has done some random video with some random chick, and random people are crying to listen to him, and that just allures me that, if you, देखो याद है वो पेपर के हम एक वो फिगरीन बनाते थे. We used to put too many papers together, and then we would draw up the basic hand वाला सा हाथ ऊपर पाँव नीचे वाला figurine, and then we cut it, and when we open it, so it will become all those things, holding hands together like a jhandi. Do I make myself clear?
So far.
Yeah. So it's like that in this single moment, as I'm talking to you, as I'm uttering these very words, somebody's having sex, somebody's dying, somebody's influencing someone, somebody's getting married, somebody just had their breakfast, somebody could not have their breakfast, Zelensky killed someone, somebody in Gaza just kind of like, had their first fresh meat. All these things happen in this very single moment right very now. Across the world. So in the moment when I'm having my troubles, in the same moment somebody is not having their troubles at all, rather they're having a very ridiculous thing to do, is something that allures me, and which is why I would like to watch different videos in this very time. If I call up Yaksha, probably he's having sex right now. Because, okay, that's all I would want to say, because वहाँ पे रात हो रखी होगी. And Apoor would be probably, solving some case somewhere. My parents are probably buying Anjeer, and they would, even though they know the बंदे के हाथ गंदे, लेकिन वो फिर भी हर चीज़ खाएंगे खरीदने से पहले, and probably they'll come back with an infection. We'll see that later. And there is a house being built, and our maid just left, and probably she would have gone home, or probably using a washroom in the building. So whatever it is happening in this very second right now as I'm talking to you. And if this second makes me very anxious or makes me feel very blah, I would want to see the other second of this moment. What is happening there? Does that now put the picture in the perspective largely?
Absolutely. I thought that I didn't understand you. I've concluded with the fact that even you don't understand yourself, which is the ultimate truth.
The ultimate truth is that everything is an illusion. I'm a bacteria. Every 20 minutes I divide into 20 other bacteria.
See, a normal person, leave it me, okay. This is some existential crisis on your part, because you are not really very happy about yourself.
It is crisis for sure.
Like, these are outward manifestations. You're projecting your own, basically, desires that you had for yourself onto these babas and whatever these people are.
They're random videos. There could be anyone. It could be a girl dancing in the train.
Could be anything and everything. But you want all that for yourself, and that's why you're, in your twisted way, consuming all this thing. And I hope, see, consuming is one thing. I'm afraid that you have started internalizing this horseshit.
I wouldn't call it, I wouldn't wait. There's a proper way I can say that sentence. I wouldn't go so far to call it a horseshit.
My goodness. That means you have internalized it properly.
No.
Yeah.
So for example, like, I'm on social media and you are not, so you wouldn't understand the urgency of the moment. But in this moment when I'm feeling blah, I open my Facebook or I open my Instagram and I see what other people are doing in their reels and in their stories, and it makes me feel like, what am I doing? So I should watch more stuff, and that's why I idle away my time. That is not a crisis. That's a crisis for sure, the crisis of procrastination, but existential or not, that's open for a much brighter French intellectual debate.
If you were to write these thoughts that you just described in past 30 seconds, you would see the logical fallacies within them. क्यों तू A को देख के B गलत कर रहा है, and you would get your own inferences how to correct yourself.
I think that's how most of the most brilliant texts like Mein Kampf and Das Kapital have been written. They were just ramblings of intellectuals feeling nothing at the moment. Until date, people make their career out of interpreting them. I think my words can be interpreted by people.
Nobody is interpreting Mein Kampf. It's banned in most places, and rightfully so.
You have a copy of it now?
No.
You do?
No.
You have the copy of every political text which is important to us.
Important to us? No, I don't.
You have Das Kapital also.
No, I've never read such a book. I've never even heard of name of any such text.
Why are you lying to me? I know it's in your pillow.
In
in that
pillow?
huge bag
Huh?
in the cemetery of the bookcases.
What the fuck is...
Das Capital. I've cleaned it once and then kept it back.
Okay, you're trying to say that you have seen a few books that I might have.
No, I'm
3 or
saying in
4.
particular Das Capital.
Yeah, I understand, but you are confused right now, Akshay.
I'm confused because I thought it was a Bengali book.
Yeah, and
Das
2
Capital.
minutes ago you also alleged that I have Mein Kampf. I don't have these books, Akshay. I'm not trying to create
Ah! You just heard that thing now, so I can show that you're trying to hit me. It's audio anyway. Yeah, for the dramatic effect.
I'm not trying to create a dialectical anything between Marx and Hitler. But please continue with your line of thinking where you want to take this podcast. Because it's, I don't know, it's gibberish as of now, bro. These are not even good, funny ramblings. जैसे तो entertaining हो सकता है.
मैं entertaining नहीं हूँ, मैं बहुत serious हूँ. Look at that. Your laughter is unwarranted, uncalled for. They make it sound probably meekly entertaining. In fact, there could be a deaf person listening to it and wondering that why is he laughing so much.
Deaf person listening to us.
उनको पढ़ना आता है ना, वो जो साउंड वाले क्यूज होता है, उसको देख के समझ जाता है बंदा हंस रहा है कि बोल रहा है.
साउंड वाले क्यूज.
ये जो लाइनें नहीं आती इसके अंदर पॉडकास्ट में. अरे छोटी बड़ी लाइन है फ्रीक्वेंसी वाली.
That doesn't go anywhere.
अच्छा, तो हमें हार्ट अटैक के बारे में कैसे पता लगता है इको में?
तू किसकी बात कर?
साउंड वेव्स.
साउंड वेव्स.
ये जो क्रिएट हो रही होंगी अभी. हाँ,
तूने कब देखा है यूट्यूब वगैरह में साउंड वेव्स जो तू डिस्क्राइब कर रहा है?
हाँ,
वो सामने चलती हुई और कोई डेफ पर्सन तेरे में इतना इंटरेस्टेड है that they can make out a chuckle out of that.
well, is that not how we look at the ECGs? हार्ट हंस रहा है, हार्ट रो रहा है, हार्ट दुखी है. माय गॉड, तूने पानी थूका है कप के अंदर.
तू कह रहा है सारे डॉक्टर बहरे होते हैं?
तो जब वो प्लेन लाइक देते टू, मतलब हार्ट इज नॉट साइलेंट. और जब ऊपर नीचे मतलब हार्ट इज ट्राइंग टू टॉक.
You know, when we discuss हिंदुत्व,
हाउ डू यू मेक सेंस ऑफ ECG? वेट, व्हेन यू टेल मी, कैन यू मेक एनीथिंग आउट? मेरे को हमेशा पैसे बर्बाद लगता है. मेरा भांजा से अच्छी ड्राइंग बना सकता है ऊपर नीचे वाले ट्रायंगल्स की.
it's okay.
No, but
You know,
wait, how do you...
why we need longer podcast is this. We were discussing your conversation with the leaders of the Ukraine war. We were discussing Hindutva, Macron, whatever. And this is what you reveal. बहरे लोग in sound waves. That's why एक long format की ज़रूरत है, क्योंकि तू क्या है ना as a person. It can't be contained within 15 minutes. You just don't get the actual juice of this great phenomenon in this galaxy called Akshay Joshi.
I take it as a compliment. I do.
अभी मैं पानी पी रहा हूँ, कुछ और बात कर, बट फनी कुछ बनता है.
द्रौपदी मुर्मू मैक्रोन के साथ बैठेगी. ओरियो लगेगा पूरा.
Could you please stop commenting on the complexion of the president of this country?
You know what Italian president did, prime minister did?
I don't
She
care.
put a picture with
Akshay,
Modi ji and
this
she
is-
wrote melody. She wrote melody, not
It's
the
okay.
people.
It's okay.
If
It's
she
okay.
can do it, why can't I?
But listen. You said Oreo. You can't say shit like that, bro.
Why? Oreo macaroons are there. They're available on Zomato. They are available on Zomato, Oreo macaroons.
You can't compare the leader of our country to fucking Oreos. This is bad. This is
Okay.
bad. This is why we might have to delete this one as
So, I mean, next time if
apologize. Just apologize right now. कोई भी नहीं सुन रहा. Still you fucking apologize. तू नहीं सुधरेगा ऐसे.
I apologize, but I want to ask you, if tomorrow the president of the African Union come, can we call it Bonbon? तू आज पानी ना पी पाएगा, थूके जा रहा है. चॉकलेट बॉनबॉन, डार्क चॉकलेट बॉनबॉन. सीधा बॉर्नवील ही बोल देंगे ना, 70% डार्क चॉकलेट.
Oh. Fuck Akshay. क्या है यार देखो.
मतलब
तो तू चाहता क्या, मतलब तेरी लीनिंग्स क्या है, वो व्हाट काइंड ऑफ पीपल डू यू वांट दिस टू. देख, जो प्रॉपर हिंदुत्वा टाइप लोग हैं, या द पीपल हु विल टेक ऑफेंस ऑन दीज जोक्स.
That cup is disgusting. Be right and contains the saliva and water.
आई नो, बट यू डिड दैट टू मी. मैं क्या करूँ, ज़मीन पे थूकूँ? वी आर नॉट रिकॉर्डिंग दिस इन अ बाथरूम. आई विल गो एंड क्लीन इट. बट अगेन मेरे को अपनी बात खत्म करनी है.
Is that what we say to Mother Earth जब हम उनके ऊपर कुल्ला कर करके थूकते रहते हैं? This is what you did to me.
Okay, but the
I feel like Mother Earth right now.
the thing is, Akshay.
I gave you my bounty.
Akshay, focus. Akshay, listen. Be quiet. The kind of people who might appreciate this tone of yours, they're not listening to this ever. Sorry?
They're in Pakistan.
You just continue. मैं fake कर रहा हूँ.
Okay.
You have to say something. You can't leave a dead pause.
Hi podcast. I can't leave a dead pause. So I want to say something, but I think the other sounds will distract you. My mind is like a podcast with no words. So I'll go quiet for exactly 10 seconds. And I'll count these 10 seconds with my breathing. This is what my mind is like. Even when I'm not saying something, there is noise and there is sound. In the core of that sound, there is another kind of silence. In the core of that silence, there is another kind of voice. That voice tells you things which may not correspond exactly to the morality or the intelligence of the people around us. I think I listen to that voice. I have a gift. And which is why the kind of things that I have to say, I say, and they amuse people. My observations amuse people, my words amuse people, my physicality also amuse to some people. But how to channelize this is a task. And to solve this task in particular, we are doing this podcast exercise to see how these things can be managed or channelized into something more constructive. Now, all this while I was sharing my heart with you, my brother who helped me record this podcast, sometime clean it up, hasn't come back yet. But that doesn't really stop me from stopping this podcast. The podcast should go on, and so should I. आपको पता है स्मृति ईरानी 1998 में मिस इंडिया में पार्टिसिपेट करी थी, and she did not make it a top 10. Did that really stop her from becoming the number one actress in the TV just 2 years later?
What are you talking about?
You have to listen to it. Now I'm happy you've missed most part of it.
Okay. No, but there has to be some kind of continuation in the conversation.
It was very deep.
Okay. I heard you say top 10 actresses. I'm sure it's not very deep.
It started from something very deep. And I'm not talking about the actresses. They are deep.
Yeah,
in more ways than one.
Okay.
But we're not talking about that.
Please continue. तू अपना फोन क्या देख रहा है? What the fuck is wrong with you?
You have to say, where were you gone?
Scroll करने लग गया बीच में.
Yeah. So I was talking about the Republic Day.
What's with it? Yeah, these are all created holidays.
पता मैंने रिपब्लिक डे के दिन मेरे स्पेशल के उस दिन मैंने अपनी मम्मी को सबसे ज़्यादा अंडे फोड़ते देखा है.
क्यों?
वो सुबह उठ के जब पापा जा रहे होते थे ना ड्यूटी पे, so his timing used to be god awful, 3:34. He used to go to work. So Ma used to make breakfast not just for him, but she thought that the other colleagues would also be there. So she would make breakfast for everyone. So she would make, I think, either a lot of anda bhurji. So she would break around 11 to 12 eggs, and it used to be magical to see her break so many eggs together. Only on Republic Day, not otherwise.
The trauma of her hardships.
I think that's a life that a part of me misses. We have seen Delhi in those winters, and now we have completely changed our reality for some years now. We have these tropical winters. I miss the Delhi winters. I do.
I don't actually, because they are not there anymore. It's all smog.
I know it was back then also. I'm sure.
No,
It used to be
actually, you
equally, the
can-
visibility issues were there then too.
If-
Pollution was there then too.
If you visit Delhi in the month of, say, May or
11/11 the time.
you just always, that's why you need to wear headphones. You always talk over me and say the stupidest shit.
It's 11/11. See, make a wish. Foundation.
Anyways,
Will you order macaroon for me? I wish that I get macaroons today. Yay! Okay, it's 11/11.
you're
macaroon
trying
time.
to, lose some,
What? What? Say it.
lose some of that shadow.
What shadow? Say it.
The one that you have gathered in all your existence till now.
Don't
Try-
mollycoddle me. Say it.
Where you're trying to lose some. I'm not.
Did I use mollycoddle right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Say
Maybe
it.
not. Probably not.
Don't you know what mollycoddle means?
I don't think you know.
Do you know?
Anyways, besides beating around the bush, I was trying to be polite about this because we have never brought it up on the podcast.
Beating around the bush. I think that phrase came from beating someone or like tapping or spanking someone really hairy, right?
Obviously. Anyways, moving on. Right. Wouldn't you want to try and avoid macaroons since you have already ordered from some restaurant South Indian food in the morning? Or do you need
Mollycoddle. 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 Mollycoddle.
Mollycoddle.
Mollycoddle. Mollycoddle.
Mollycoddle means to spoil or overindulge something. I think I used it wrong.
No, you were absolutely right. Anyways,
Why can't I call my... I just like the
I
sound
was
of this word. Why can't you call a podcast this, huh?
what? Just say the word, na? Dikha kyun raha?
Mollycoddle.
No.
Mollycoddle.
It sounds so Punjabi. Mollycoddle.
Yeah, but we are not
Mollycoddle.
Punjabi, bro.
Huh?
We are not Punjabis.
Oh, come on. We are far superior. Moving on.
Keen with you and your... Anyways.
Far superior than the Punjabi Canadians. Canadian Punjabis.
What's your
Punjabi, I
language?
call them.
Akshay.
That's the fun
Akshay,
part.
Akshay.
Yeah.
तू अपने what do they call it?
What?
Words को जो तू mix up कर रहा है तू कोई ऐसा word बना देगा जो actually बहुत offensive है.
Mm? Like an Oreo?
Even worse than that. So
Macro
avoid those.
Oreo.
No. But more importantly, मैं ये कह रहा था तू South Indian food तूने सुबह मंगाया
Uh-huh.
and you had it.
Mm-hmm.
Now you want macarons.
Mm-hmm.
Macaroons or I don't even know what they call them. Macarons.
It
See, the
should-
Prime Minister or President, whatever that guy is, that's Macron. ये क्या है?
Macron.
I think it's macarons.
Macaroon is very Punjabi.
Macarons, not macaroon.
French people can't say R. Macron. Macron.
How can they be French then?
Baku.
French.
Maxi Baku. Maxi.
No. How do you say French
Huh?
without R?
Fran. 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 François. Like that.
They roll their R's. It's a hissy sound. Anyways, can you justify you have already ordered out again and it's only it's not even 12 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
So the whole day is right in front of you. We
Hmm.
don't know what you'll do
Hmm.
in terms of ordering.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
what are your thoughts on that?
Can you repeat the question this time without being condescending?
I'm not being condescending.
Of course you
I'm
are. I
just
can
saying
see
that
your
you are-
face. Mike can't.
I see your face every day when you are very stressed because of work
Okay, let me tell it.
and
put
you
this
take it
way.
out on other stuff.
Like,
Food.
say it.
There's only one other stuff. Food.
Are you nutrition shaming me?
No, not at all. There is no nutrition in what you had and what you're going to have. So
There is no nutrition in macro. People, are you listening to this guy? There is no nutrition in macro. Macro. Macro is made out of amand flour. Amand in Hindi means badam, almond. And in French it means amand. I think it does. So there is a lot of amand flour and there's a lot of sugar. Sugar is chini. So chini and almond is being grind together, which is a French for grind, and then that's mixed with a lot of egg blanc, egg whites. You mix that in that, and then you bake it. And these are the super soft. So it's almost like a keto cookies with sugar. Okay, so it's a franquito, and that sounds very Japanese, but it's a French dessert, macaron. Macaron is not plain sugar; it's a lot of almond flour too. So I think it's healthy. And in between, they have whipped cream, which if a French person is making it, I would be very suspicious. In India, we do it with a lot of makhan, so I like it.
That's right. जो भी cuisines वगैरह बाहर की मिलती है.
And we put a lot of color.
It's also dalda-fied in our country. It's nothing is authentic.
What do you mean authentic? Define authentic. What is authentic in this world except for peanut butter?
Well, if you talk about even something as basic as pizza, जो इंडिया में मिलता है, even जो proper अच्छी जगह पे भी गए लो, whatever word you may like, I will refrain from that, but saying the brand names, but कहीं भी it's not that taste.
I think the world has kind of like this maddening search for authenticity has completely dichotomized the world. I'm not getting the right word. I will probably by the next podcast. What do I mean by that?
I don't know what dichotomy means. You might want to Google that, but continue with that thought. A does not need to be at all related to B as far as you're concerned. So just go with it.
Dichotomy.
Akshay, you were quiet.
Dichotomy.
कुछ बोल.
Dichotomy.
Okay. Dichotomy. I was saying, the search for authentic is so superficial. चाइना में उबलते पानी में पत्ते गिर गए तो चाय बनी थी. इटली में कोई माँ रोटी रख के चले गई होगी, गलती से गाय ने थोड़ा सा दूध रख दिया होगा, उसके बाद सब्जी गिर गई.
Right here, sorry for that.
I repeat my golden words. The search for authenticity is so superficial. चाइना में पानी उबल रहा था, पत्ते गिर गए तो चाय बनी. इटली में कोई माँ ने ऐसे दूध रखा हुआ एक रोटी के ऊपर कि बच्चा आके खाएगा, वो अंदर पड़ा फर्मेंट हो गया, बच्चे ने देखा नहीं तो पिज्ज़ा बन गया. These things were purely accidental. They were not meticulously planned. कोई चंद्रयान नहीं भेज रहे थे आसमान पे, right? And now we say, oh, this pizza not authentic. How can you say that? I'm making this pizza. If I put a tandoori sauce dal makhni into it, it's my kind of pizza. It's a dal makhni pizza. You eat it.
You're right in some ways. Most of them neither you can understand or articulate. But
I think that's a very personal opinion of yours.
Of course, all my opinions are personal. But
I still wanted people to know that that's not their opinion, your opinion. You tend to be very persuasive.
Please share your opinions in the comment section, because we'd definitely like to hear from you what you have to think about.
Abhay, this was very humiliating. Now you will comment in the comment sections also, because you would be listening to it and me.
Yeah, but okay, other people might listen to it, Anyways,
after midnight, when we both sleep, we come up with new personalities, and we have to make sure those personalities watch this and comment.
There's just no possibility of staying on one conversation with you, because you're relentless.
About what?
About ruining everything.
Let's continue with your point on that.
I don't even remember that anymore, so please take.
You were saying I was wrong in many ways.
I don't even remember what I was saying that about.
You were saying that about my thing?
I am completely off the rails. Say something new or shut this shit down.
Do you like it when people make Amul Makhan ki pav bhaji and Amul Makhan ka butter chicken? I think Amul Makhan is not intrinsic to the butter chicken that we eat. What are your thoughts on butter chicken? Is butter chicken a real deal?
This needs to be said in down south, especially if once you leave Delhi and you travel towards the south. Butter chicken का मतलब chicken और butter नहीं होता. It's chicken prepared in makhni gravy.
Mm-hmm.
And believe me, I have seen butter chicken का मतलब in Mumbai, butter and chicken. And दाल मखनी का मतलब दो पीली दाल, एक regular दाल है और एक में मक्खन डाल के लाया तो कह रहा दाल मखनी. I've seen that.
That happened on a highway.
No, that happened यहीं पे. Anyways, तो वो छोड़. नाम भी नहीं ले सकता अभी तो. But this butter chicken का concept जो तू share कर रहा है, मक्खन अमूल का डाल दिया तो by the way क्यों brands के नाम ले रहे थे? कोई पे थोड़ा ना कर रहा है. उल्टा तेरे से ले सकते हो. डिफेम मत कर, तू पागल इंसान.
Again, that's very personal opinion.
Yeah, I'm sorry for that. And yeah, anyways.
Apology not accepted.
So, you are right in a way कि authenticity की debate एक फालतू debate है. There's nothing authentic as such.
See?
As a matter of fact, जहाँ पिज़्ज़ा शुरू हुआ था इटली में, that place is called Napoli,
See?
Naples in English.
See?
And generally, southern Italians have been looked upon like barbarians by the northern Italian people. So
See?
they were not very. अबे C क्या कर रहा है तू? Italian
Spanish
C
for
कर रहा
yes.
है? Okay. Anyways.
फ्रांस की बात कर रहे हैं तो फिर स्पेनिश की क्यों नहीं करेंगे?
छोड़, मेरा अपने पॉइंट में इंटरेस्ट नहीं रहा यार. तो
No, you were trying to say that Napoli people, like how Delhi NCR people look at down at Faridabad people. That's how
or
the North
Mumbai
Italy.
people look at Delhi people.
No, Mumbai people look at Dombivli people.
No, but Delhi people also, we have suffered plenty of that kind
For
of
Mumbai
stuff.
people, Delhi people are from Ghana.
Whatever, it's still, some...
Racism is multifold high.
Yeah,
We don't get houses.
I know, but the point is...
I have to be an Uttarakhandi to get a house over here.
Exactly. But more important than that, so where pizza, in what kind of, environment pizza came about.
Yeah.
It was just a dish, flour ki
It's a very
beech mein
humble
sabzi.
surrounding. Very
Yeah,
simple.
very
Simple people, simple food is what you're
Yeah,
trying to say. Yeah.
Regular people.
Yeah.
But the thing is, तुझे वो फिल्म याद है? I don't remember the name.
Ratatouille?
No.
Chef?
शाहरुख खान की थी कोई फिल्म 90s की,
Oh.
जिसमें उसकी माँ
duplicate.
वो ऑथेंटिक कुछ चाइनीज या जापानीज खाना बना रहा
Duplicate,
होता है.
yeah.
या उसकी माँ की उसको पूरा पंजाबी फ्राई कर देती है.
Mhm.
तो जो तू कह रहा है दाल मखनी पिज्ज़ा कर दिया, जो
Hmm.
तूने सजेशन दिया, दैट्स इंडियनाइजिंग सम वेस्टर्न कॉन्सेप्ट.
Mhm.
आई एम फाइन विद दैट, दैट्स
Yeah.
ओके.
You should be.
पर तुम पिज्ज़ा के नाम पे लाइक अगेन चीज़ भी चीज़ है एनी मोर, ये भी नहीं है, वी कैन कंफर्म.
हाँ बिल्कुल
And
बिल्कुल.
you dalda frying the thing. I'm literally talking about the ingredients and everything that you're mixing it.
No,
with.
even I find that very
It's very
offensive.
poor quality.
Yeah. See, sometimes these experimentations
So
work.
authentic by authentic, I don't mean that it has to be some kind of rolled oregano of some kind of this and that. No, I don't mean that. Or the cheese has to be Italian, which otherwise it's not even cheese. Or Swiss for that matter. But the point is, a very simple point is, कितना तुमने remove कर दिया that it's unrecognizable. You can't even call it pizza anymore.
Some experimentations work, see some don't work. Like the Indo-Chinese, which actually originated in Calcutta according to the experts, is something that the whole country eats now. It's adding to the economy. I find it good. But when you
Why do you make such
what?
adding to the economy? Who? क्या मतलब? What do you mean by that?
I'm sorry, but today I reveal my political ideology. I'm a nationalist. Anything that adds to my
You are
economy,
very
I talk about it.
hyper aware of these things, right?
I think so, in my mind.
मतलब तू खाने को सीधा jobs कितनी हो रही है उससे जोड़ के देख रहा है. Are you trying to run for something?
Just
You're
open the
not
Zomato.
running for your health anyways.
Just open Zomato and see. You write Chinese and all those things, the tandoori Manchurians and everything would crop up. Anywhere in the country you would go, in the smaller states, in the bigger state, people go crazy after this food. This food has opened up jobs and homes and expertise, and this has kind of like, if the Indian Prime Minister is giving bhel to Xi Jinping, that's a huge thing. He was giving Chinese bhel to the Chinese premier. Yeah, that's a huge thing. Trust me, it's a sign of a political amalgamation.
Yeah, it is.
Not very tasteful,
Okay,
but nevertheless
whatever.
it is.
इस conversation को, इस podcast को हम कभी भी structure दे पाए. What do we name this one? जो आज हम कर रहे हैं. I've been just randomly naming them so far.
But why do you want to name a podcast?
It has to have a title.
Can't it be titleless?
It has to be about something.
This is only 4th podcast. Why
I think
does it
Akshay
have to be-
reveals his true colors.
Huh? No, I don't think so. Akshay is colorless. Akshay is formless. Akshay is a voice. You know, the time that you were not here, I really want you to go and listen to that part. I said something very beautiful in that part, which you missed. You would you?
You said Akshay is colorless. Akshay is formless.
I am.
Akshay is the
When I'm sitting in a dark room, I'm colorless.
Akshay is a voice or void. What were you trying to say? I don't even know.
Well, I applaud your ears to not able to make out the difference because I'm both a voice and a void. Maybe a voice within a void. Maybe a void within a voice.
That's the title. A voice and a void.
No, the title
Yeah.
is no.
And please avoid.
No, the title is this.
Mollycoddle. Mollycoddle.
Or
Mollycoddle. Mollycoddle.
This should be the title of my podcast. I would be very pleased if you do that.
I have to help you understand. I'm talking about आज के chapter का नाम
Mollycoddled.
Mollycoddled. Okay.
Akshay.
Akshay Sumthin remains Akshay Sumthin.
Akshay Sumthin remains Akshay Sumthin, and Akshay Sumthin believes he's being mollycoddled.
Okay.
What does mollycoddle mean again? एक second. I forgot the meaning. Sometimes, I just get so fascinated with the sound of the word, the meaning doesn't matter anymore.
Akshay, it's time we say goodbye.
To spoilage or overindulge something. Oh, it's perfect. Mollycoddle is the podcast.
Yeah.
Okay, so are we closing now?
Yeah.
Have you already closed?
No.
No, na? Wait, let me just play the closing music.
It's gone on for 45 minutes. 46 now.
It won't take very long.
Yeah, but you have to say not just your outro. You have to say something as well. Reflect on your conversation today. Have you learned something?
Sorry, I'm just adjusting the music. We don't have our things in place.
Don't give it so close to the mic.
Yeah. I think I have reflected a bit on today's conversation, and today's conversation revealed that the podcast without any thoughts. So maybe next time when I sit with Abhay, fifth podcast onwards, I'm going to write certain pointers and we'll make it a point to stick to those pointers. Still, the voice, as I told you, I revealed my secret to you, and Abhay will know it right now. You people do, but Abhay will know it right now. I was looking at my reflection in the mirror. I got away from the mic.
Yeah, you were actually talking to the mic on your phone instead of the mic that's right in front of you.
I'm quite a sissy. I mean, like Sisyphus when it comes to that. Looking at the mic, and I love my reflection so much.
I don't think you understand the meaning of the word sissy either. But please carry on.
Sisyphus.
Exactly.
Sisyphus.
You're
There was a
always
Sisyphus.
right. Continue.
Who was that person जो अपना reflection देख के पानी में डुबकी लगा गया था?
That was me, Narcissa. Anyways,
Oh,
continue.
narcissism. I'm narcissist.
No.
Okay. Anyway.
अच्छा अब ये वाला सिसी है. सिसीफस वाला सिसी नहीं है.
Sisyphus वाले को हटाओ. मेरे को नहीं पता वो क्यों था. Word अच्छा था बस. हाँ.
Okay.
So I have reflected that my pointers have to be familiar. I'm like a galaxy. I can go in any direction. Gravity doesn't work on me. Coordinates do. And when coordinates work, you someday can reach to the thoughts that I
Thank you
have.
for listening to this podcast. Bye.
Wait. Mollycoddle. Sisyphus. Words mean something
कुछ ना.
or nothing.
कुछ ना. कुछ ना. कुछ ना.
Be there and be in it, because this is Akshay Something.